Happy Wednesday. It's Coffee Wednesday. Okay, who has ever tried a fat coffee? A fat coffee? What's a fat coffee? If you don't know what a fat coffee is, I'm gonna explain. And I'm gonna explain a couple different ways to make fat coffee, okay? Because there's people out there that drink dairy and there's people out there that don't drink dairy. There's just a whole bunch of different people out there. So here's the thing. What is a fat coffee? So, has anybody ever put butter in their coffee? It's really yummy. Don't knock it till you try it, right? So, a fat coffee is essentially black coffee. Let me show you. Black coffee. This is just plain Jane. Hi, Carmela. How are you? Carol, how are you? I need my coffee. Carol knows I need my coffee. I'm slightly coffee obsessed. Okay, can't start my day without my coffee. And I'm telling you right now, fat coffee, otherwise known as maybe bullet coffee you've heard. I love it. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. And it's so tasty. It's so delicious. And it's actually pretty nutritious for you. Let me explain why. Let me explain why butter is not just for toast anymore. And butter doesn't make you fat. Fat doesn't make you fat. Okay, so we start with black coffee. This is my black coffee. We add a little bit of grass-fed butter, okay? We add, where's my MCT oil? Here it is. A little bit of MCT oil, okay, delicious. And if you like, you can add a little bit of cinnamon as well. You could also add, and I'll explain why, a little bit of turmeric if you would like, if you like turmeric. So there's a couple different ways to do this, but I just showed you what the basic fat coffee is all about. It's black coffee, it's MCT oil, it's grass-fed butter, and then I add cinnamon for a little bit of cinnamon spice. But cinnamon is really, really good for you. It helps lower your blood sugar. So I'm just saying it's not only tasty, it's really good for you, especially if you have blood sugar things going on. So here's the thing. You take your coffee. Actually, I want to explain a couple different ways how to make this, okay? And then I wanted to kind of show you how to make your own homemade, sugar-free, super tasty creamer for your coffee, okay? And you can make it using like dairy products, and you can make it using coconut cream, which would be without the dairy. What do you think about that? Pretty good, huh? So, okay, first of all, I'm gonna show you right now, I'm gonna show you how it blends up, and it looks like a latte, like a latte that you would get from like one of those local coffee places, but even better, so much better. So here's the thing. So you have to have you have to have a blender, a bullet, something to shake it up with. Okay, so you will take your black coffee, right? And you'll add it to your blender, your bullet, your fancy blender, whatever you've got going on. Then you're gonna take approximately 1 to 2 teaspoons of your grass-fed butter. This is Kerrygold, this is my favorite. Get some grass-fed butter, it's really, really good for you. Hey Vince, how are you? Okay, so you take your grass-fed butter, just like this, so tasty, right? I know, looks gross, but don't knock it till you try it. I promise you, don't knock it till you try it. It's really, really yummy. Then you take your MCT oil. Okay, so this is my MCT oil. This is my favorite MCT oil right here. And it comes in like little, okay, I love to eat MCT oil all by itself, but I also I should be on a beachfront. So should I, Vince, and I should be with you. We should be together on that beachfront, right? Okay, so this is the MCT oil that I use. It comes in these little take-along packets because I carry it with me everywhere because I like to add, I know it's cold here, right, Vince? I know, Chicago. We have 2 seasons. We have construction and we have winter. Construction and we have winter. I don't know what to tell you. I've been here for 44 years. Nothing's changing, right? So here's my MCT oil, okay? This I take on the go with me. This I just crack open and I actually just kind of drink it in my car when I'm on the go. Or if I'm somewhere, if I'm out of the house and I pick up a coffee from anywhere on planet Earth, I add this to it all the time because it's so tasty. So you add some MCT oil, okay? You add some MCT oil. And then, okay, let me grab this, wipe my hand. Then cinnamon, okay? I love cinnamon. I also love turmeric, but turmeric and cinnamon, they don't really exactly go together, but they do different things. So let me tell you, if you like the taste of cinnamon, or if you also have any kind of blood sugar thing going on, cinnamon is perfect for you. Let's just say you want to make a more anti-inflammatory coffee, you would add turmeric. And turmeric is tasty. I actually add turmeric. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into that recipe, but I add turmeric, short story. I add turmeric to my coconut milk in the evenings. It's anti-inflammatory, and I also tell everyone who's working out, who is stressing out their muscles and breaking them down, add turmeric to your life because it's gonna help with the inflammation and it's gonna help with recovery. So that's turmeric. This is cinnamon. I go with the cinnamon every morning though. I love cinnamon, love cinnamon. So I put a little sprinkle. Like, let's be real, I'm Italian. I don't really measure everything out, but it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Seriously, you can't hear me, Carol? It's your phone. Because I think other people can hear me. I mean, I hope other people can hear me. Okay, so I have black coffee in here. I have a little bit of grass-fed butter. I've got some MCT oil, and I have some cinnamon. That is it in a nutshell, right? Okay, let me show you. I'm gonna blend this up. Super tasty. Here we go. Right? Blend. Okay, turn it off. It's done. Here we go, let me show you. Here's my mug, pour it in. This is super duper tasty. Oops, I don't think I blended it too well. Oopsie daisies, I didn't blend it exactly too well. But this is it in a nutshell, okay? This is super tasty to start your day off with. Number one, it's way more delicious than a regular black coffee, I'm just saying. It's way more delicious than just adding like half and half to your coffee. Turmeric is great, right, Angie? Yeah, turmeric is amazing. And everyone who's working out, cinnamon will, okay, then don't take the cinnamon, Angie. Cinnamon will kill you. Can you bring me a cup? Yes, Vince, I'm on my way. I'm bringing it to you right now. And I'm telling you, so the thing is, when you start your day off with a fat coffee, okay, the healthy, good fats in here, number one, like the MCT oil is a good healthy fat. It gets into your system. The caffeine is kind of like the vehicle for it. So the caffeine takes the good healthy fat of the MCT oil and it rushes it to all your cells. So it gives you a lot of energy because it gets there really, really fast, right? So the good fat from the butter, the good fat from the MCT oil, and the caffeine, which is like the race car that gets you to work on time, right? It starts your day off right. You have so much mental clarity. You have all of this energy, and wait for it, and a bonus on top of that is fat keeps you fuller longer. So you're not hungry for hours and hours and hours. This is how people, okay, intermittent fasting is a huge thing, and I intermittent fast every single day. This is how people, this is what helps them. This is a tool in their toolbox. It's the tool in my toolbox, right? So if you have a fat coffee first thing in the morning, right, you will stay so full you're gonna be like, I didn't even, breakfast? What's breakfast? It's like lunchtime. It's like past lunchtime, right? Because fat keeps you fuller longer. Plus, fat doesn't raise your insulin like everything else does. So you don't have that crazy, insulin is your fat storage hormone. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna get scientific here. I'm not really that scientific anyways, but we don't want insulin running rampant in our body. That's the moral of the story. Fat, or insulin rather, stores fat in our body. No bueno, right? So we don't want to do that. We want to stay fuller longer. We don't want to be eating all day and night. And this is a good way to begin your day because it gives you tons of energy. It gives you the coffee craving that you're looking for. Plus, it keeps you fuller longer. So if you're trying to intermittent fast, this is the perfect solution for you, right? Because it keeps you so full so long. Okay, so that is how you make a bullet coffee first thing in the morning. Now, you could do a different variation of this. Wait, let me show you. Let me rinse this out really fast. Hang on, I'm gonna show you a different variation. So if you want to do a vegan, okay. I didn't rinse this super well, but this is my kitchen and I'm the only one drinking it. So here we go. Okay, so if you don't want dairy, okay, because you don't want the butter, you don't want dairy. So here's the thing, you could do it with coconut milk or almond milk or clarified butter. This is ghee. Can you see that? This is ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. It just means that the milk solids are out of it. They've taken the milk solids. This is just the fat from the butter, but the milk solids are out of it. And this is actually such a good product to have on hand because you use it just like you would butter, but it doesn't need to be refrigerated. So it's like super easy. It goes on the shelf, right? You can add this. It's just as tasty. It's actually really super creamy because it's just fat. It's so yummy. It's so fat. So, but here's the thing. If you want to make, I could actually do this with green tea as well. Let's just say you don't want coffee. You want a green tea, like a fat green tea, right? You could do it one of two ways. You could do the fat green tea with hot water, or you could do it with another, not milk, but another milk product substitute, such as almond milk. Almond milk is really, really good, right? Almond milk is tasty. It's really, really good. Super low in calories. It's not high in fat, so you're gonna add the fat to it, or you could use coconut milk, right? Coconut milk. This is super tasty. Another thing you could use is you could just out of the can. You could get like coconut cream, coconut milk, right in this can. This is really tasty and it's super delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna show you really fast how to make, if you don't want to have black coffee, if you don't like coffee, maybe you don't like it stains your teeth, I don't know, you just don't like the flavor of coffee, you will take some almond milk. Here we go, some almond milk. You can add, to the almond milk, you can add the MCT oil. Here's, I got a little bit more in here. You add some MCT oil. You could also add some turmeric. Here is my turmeric. So we'll call this an anti-inflammatory for turmeric, okay? And matcha green tea fights cravings also. So we can call this an anti-inflammatory craving buster. I don't know, I just made that up. We can call it that. So an anti-inflammatory craving buster. Here's some matcha green tea powder. I drink this every day, but I'm really weird. Hi, Patrice, how are you, gorgeous? What's happening? How's the weather in California? Okay, this is what matcha green tea looks like. Yummy, right? Okay, so let me get my little spoon. Like I said, I'm Italian. I don't really exactly measure, but it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So we have almond milk in here. We have turmeric in here. We have our matcha green tea powder, which is so easy. Hey, Joseph, what's happening? How's your workout today? I'm sure you did it already. You're probably at work actually right now. You are rocking Fitness, okay? Fitness 2019 is awesome. You're doing such a good job. I'm so happy that you're in there. Okay, focus, Ange. Almond milk, matcha green tea, turmeric. Oh, and then another thing is, I don't add any sweetener to my stuff. You're done. Yes, good job. Give me a high five. I love it. Joseph, I've got to go on there as soon as I get off here and I'm going to check out what you did because today is day 3. Today is day 3 of fitness. Anybody who's out there missing out on fitness can still get signed up if they want. They can still get signed up. It's totally free and only fun. That's all I'm saying. It's fabulous and it's fun. It's all my favorite F words. I'm just saying. So, okay, if you want it to be sweeter, because it's not really sweet in here. It's like turmeric and green tea, right? If you want it to be sweetener, you could add a stevia. Okay, let me just show you. This is stevia drops. This is just plain Jane stevia. It's not flavored. So you could take this, you can add a little bit of stevia. It's gonna give you all the sweetness that you need, probably too much sweetness that you need. And then you will blend this baby up just like this. Here, I'm gonna show you. Boom, 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 right? This will be, you could blend this up just like this in the morning. This is your alternative if you don't love coffee. If you don't want coffee, you want matcha green tea, you want a little kickstart to your morning, this is the perfect way to do it. You've got some good healthy fat in here, okay? Good healthy fat is gonna keep you fuller for forever. It's gonna keep you fuller longer. You're not gonna need to eat until literally like lunchtime, so you can totally do your intermittent fasting. This won't mess with your blood sugar. This won't raise your insulin. This is amazing all the way. Okay, real quick, I just wanna show you how to make your own homemade creamer. Homemade sweetened creamer, but not sweetened with sugar. So it's sugar-free homemade creamer. Hold the phone 1 second. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna rinse this out. What flavor is everyone's favorite? Because let me tell you, There are so many different flavors of stevia that you can add to this, okay? This is like super easy peasy. We can make it, thanks Patrice, you're so awesome. We can make it cinnamon flavor. This is like one of my favorites, I'm just saying. We could make it maple flavor, okay? None of this messes with your blood sugar. It's all keto friendly. Coconut flavor. I don't know, Patrice, I find it somewhere. It's like one foot in front of the other. This is coffee flavor. We could have coffee flavor creamer with our coffee. Look, I have Valencia orange. That's super fancy. I have chocolate raspberry. Who knew that it existed, but it does, right? Almond. You know, I bake a lot, so I have a lot of these things with me. This is more coffee, okay? Peppermint, because you know what? We're in peppermint season right now. So this is peppermint. You could do a little bit of peppermint, a little bit of chocolate, and you can make a mocha. I'm just saying. See how creative you can get? Okay, fabulous. So basically, and here's the thing with the creamer. You could do heavy whipping cream, okay, because heavy whipping cream is everyone's favorite. But if you don't like the milk, like if the dairy doesn't go well with your digestive system, which is totally fine, then you would use the coconut milk, or you could use almond milk. I'll use coconut milk. I opened the can. I might as well use it right now, right? Because I love coconut milk. So you take your coconut milk. This is like so easy. And then you keep this like in a jar in your refrigerator, and you have your own homemade sugar-free cream like all week long, all month long. You could even add, like if you wanted to, you could add the coconut milk, and you could also add some heavy whipping cream too. Really, it's your cream. Do what you want. You have an awesome day. I'll see you later, Joseph. Have the best day ever. I'll see you in fitness. So let's just say I put my coconut in there, and I would like to make cinnamon flavored coconut cream, right? Because I love cinnamon. It's so yummy. Okay, so cinnamon, I add a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. Literally, this is how easy this is to do. You blend it up. You just blend it together. Doesn't take much. Keep on going. Oops, I turned it off instead. Blend it, it's fine, it's blended. It's all good. You blend it together. It's super, super tasty, really yummy. Then you get yourself one of these fancy little jars, okay? You get yourself one of these fancy little jars, and you pour it in here. And every single day when you make your tea or you make your coffee, okay, seriously, super tasty, really simple. How easy was that, right? How easy was that? Then you put it in the jar, stick it in your fridge. It even looks fabulous in your fridge. I'm just saying, it even looks fabulous in your fridge. Now, here's the thing, okay? With all of this stuff and all of these concoctions and all that goes along with fat coffees, like there's so many different ways to fat coffee, right? There's so many different ways. If you want an easy trick, solution, something in your toolbox, another tool in your toolbox, this is what I do. When I drive around planet Earth with my kids and I'm doing this and that, and thanks Patrice, I love you. When I'm driving around planet Earth with my kids and I can't just blend me up a fat coffee, and if I walk into McDonald's and order a fat, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I'm a little crazy, but they're gonna look at me like I'm crazier. This is my trick. This is what I do. I keep these little packets of keto cream in my car with me. These are like handy dandy. This right here, this packet, this is a fat coffee in a packet. So you can keep this in your glove compartment. I keep it in my glove compartment, and I go and I drive through wherever I have a preferred coffee. Everybody knows what it is, but I'm not gonna say it. Doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna veer anybody in any direction. I get myself a hot black coffee from wherever I'm at, and then I open up this packet and I pour it in and I stir it up. Sometimes I don't even stir it up because it's so tasty. And then I have a bullet coffee right then and there, because sometimes my bullet coffee is my lunch. I'm just saying. And there's a whole bunch of different flavors of these keto creams. So it keeps you in ketosis. It actually helps you produce more ketones. It's got good MCT oil. It's got collagen. It's good for the wrinkles too. Really? Nobody wants the wrinkles, right? We don't want wrinkles. What we want is no wrinkles, lots of energy. We don't want to be hungry, and we want to feel fabulous, right? That's exactly what these babies do. So this is my tip. This is my trick. You should have one of these in your toolbox at all times. If you don't have a blender, and coconut milk and cinnamon and stevia and all this stuff. Either way is fabulous. I'm just saying, when you're home in the morning, blend it up because you're home and you've got your kitchen and all that kind of stuff. When you're on the go, use one of these babies. I'm just saying, they're super fabulous, and look at, they're 130 calories. They have ketones in them too. I'm just saying, amazing, right? Okay, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you guys today. Anybody else want something fancy for tomorrow? Let me know. I aim to please. I love chatting with you guys about all things keto, nutrition, everything fabulous. I hope you guys have the best Wednesday ever. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Happy Warrior Woman Wednesday, Patrice. See you guys later. Have the best day ever.